talk about how like movies, how Star Wars movies were like, I don't really want that to happen. I don't know how well they're going to do that. You guys like Rogue One?
Yeah, I like it.
The premise of that movie is the people that stole the Death Star plans. That's it.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll just see how a Han Solo movie will do. But Lando Calrissian is stupid.
That is a waste of money.
Yeah,
they're wasting their money on that movie.
I'll be a hypocrite about it. That just sounds awful.
Off air, I said that Darth Maul should be the movie instead.
Yes.
That was my personal opinion. I believe a Darth Maul movie is much more interesting and will... It'd just be cooler. It's got lightsabers. Lando's not going to have any lightsabers because it's fucking Lando. Who cares?
Yeah. Or a Boba Fett thing or something.
But Adam mentioned Boba Fett. Again, a phenomenal choice.
Or Darth Vader.
Why not Boba Fett after the Sarlacc pit, after episode 6, what he does? Because they've already confirmed that while the book about him that explains what he does after isn't canon, the fact that he does escape the Sarlacc pit is official canon. He does not die in that pit. He does manage to get out. Literally how they say in the book, that's actually how he gets out. But what he does after isn't the same. Which is okay, fine. At least we know he's not dead. That's not how he died. We also said that Star Wars characters, major players, die like chumps.
Oh yeah, it's
now,
awful.
That's something like Game of Thrones doesn't have that problem with. A lot of those people die epically.
Not even that. A lot of them die in a bullshit way. But then it's also like it's realistic.
Yes.
Whenever you're making a space
like
opera,
Jon Snow's brother getting shot in the back with an arrow. Oh, that was a spoiler.
That was a spoiler of like the last episode.
Yeah, Ricardo
Holy crap.
gets shot. Yeah, but
the spoiler 6
shit.
seasons
like,
in. My goodness, you could have mentioned the Red Wedding or something.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
you went straight to the end of the fucking series.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. But watch it. Like, okay, they kind of hint that's gonna happen. Yeah. That whole season, you're like, someone big's gonna die. Who's it gonna be? Oh, look, they're shooting arrows. Oh, look, this kid's running. Oh, look, he's dead.
Yeah, someone always dies.
Yeah.
That
was a chump way to die. That was a sad... I almost cried. I was so sad because you want Jon Snow to get to him. And he doesn't. You're like,
bad.
No.
We should probably have a podcast.
That's a very impractical shot, though.
Yeah.
That would never happen in real life. I'm sorry. No. The kid would bob and weave a little bit and he'd be safe.
Yeah.
Unless he had all the other archers shoot at him.
It's just a matter of luck.
Yeah. Okay, back to Star Wars. Hey, we're here for part 2 of our discussion on Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
No.
Well.
We've been doing that the whole podcast. I only have another 2 more negatives. Unlimited power. Oh, you know what? Before I get to unlimited power, let's talk about Windu. Windu almost kills Darth Sidious / Emperor Palpatine. Almost gets him.
Mm-hmm.
Almost gets him, and then Anakin is an a-hole and cuts his hand off.
Yeah.
Although I'll add this, that Mace Windu couldn't have chose his words more horribly.
Oh yeah.
In that final moment where he goes, "He's wrong. The Jedi have to take control," and I'm like, "What are you doing?"
As soon as Mace
You're
Windu,
a fucking idiot.
Because he even said that right before they went to go get the Emperor at that point to Yoda, and I believe Obi-Wan was there as well.
Yeah. He
said it to them. He's like, the only way that we're going to get through this is the Jedi need to take control of the Senate. And then Yoda and Obi-Wan are both like, that's not a good idea.
Yeah.
And Yoda's like, he says it. He's pretty. In other words, he's like, that's not a good idea.
Yeah,
I don't
let's
like
not do
this.
that. Mace Windu wanted unlimited power, and maybe that's why he says that. He's saying, "Fuck you, Mace Windu. I have unlimited power, not you."
Yeah.
You know what?
Maybe he's taunting him.
I think so, and then kills him.
Yeah.
Supposedly. Because when people fall off ledges in Star Wars, missing a limb, they don't always die. Luke doesn't die in Episode 5. Maul doesn't die in Episode 1, which I still think is stupid. I get it. Darth Maul's awesome. They wanted to bring him back. Robot legs, not the way to do it. And then Mace Windu.
Yeah. Except he's apparently dead for sure.
Yeah, unless he landed on a taxi.
Did you see that one picture of him? It was like in
I might have missed it.
It's from the Rebels or Clone Wars. It looked like it was almost like it looked like it was leaked, that he might be alive, and I'm like, no, don't do that.
Oh, what if he's in Rebels?
Then it's official. That. No one dies except Qui-Gon.
I fucking hate that. If you're gonna bring Snake back,
Disney,
bring fucking
don't
Qui-Gon
do
back.
It. Yeah. Well, no, they do.
Yeah. The Force Ghost.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, alive. Don't
yeah, they
bring
actually
Mace
say
Windu
at the end
back.
of this movie. Spoiler.
Don't kill Mace Windu. I mean, don't bring him back alive.
No, please kill Mace Windu.
Please kill
Mace
him
Windu. So hard.
Don't bring him back. That's horrible. That screws everything up. And that makes Palpatine not look as powerful.
You know why Disney does that? Because they have unlimited power!
And money.
Yes, that too.
Yeah.
They have a lot of that.
I will say, the best part about that Mace Windu and Palpatine fight is whenever they blow the window out.
Yeah.
The
really epic.
Little flourish whenever they both release from the duel and then the window just explodes, and that was the best.
Yeah.
That was great.
Adds tension.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh shit, they're gonna fall off the ledge.
Yep.
Into 2,000 stories of just nothingness.
Yeah.
And die. It's kind of great. I wish that he would have said, now you die.
Yeah.
I think that would have been a better line, just like, now you die!
Yeah,
and then shoot with lightning.
Because it would be from 6, because he says it to Luke.
Exactly.
He said, you will die. And then he shoots him.
Yes! It would have been a great callback to that, and it would have made more sense, I
mean, we've been having this constant conversation for the past 3 hours about why in the hell did Palpatine say unlimited power?
We can't stop talking about it.
That's
what we're hung up on. We don't get it. Okay, I'll save the last part for my last little bugbear for the end. The march on the temple is amazing. Mm-hmm. Well, it's a terrible act, but the way it's shot is just it's terrifying. With Anakin walking up the steps with hundreds of clone troopers.
Plus, that's the first time we see him robed and everything.
As Darth Vader. And you're like, oh, this isn't going to go well for anybody in that building. And then we find out that they sent a distress signal calling everybody back to the temple so they can all die. Mm-hmm. And Jedi came back. Now, they don't show anybody coming back, which I kind of wish they would have. Just a quick 30-second, maybe a minute clip of Jedi arriving and being like, what happened? And then the clone troopers being like, oh, it's okay, it's a secure area.
Their starship
pew,
opens,
pew, pew, you're all
guy
dead.
Jumps out.
Yeah, and you're all dead. I'm sad we don't see that. I wish that was a deleted scene or something. It probably should be.
Yeah.
Because that would make sense to add in there, just to show that, even as a deleted scene. But whatever. I mean, it's a little minor issue. Mm-hmm. What else? I do like the Anakin turn on Palpatine. I liked it a lot because it shows that he was conflicted, and he even told Palpatine to his face, "I'm going to go turn you in because I'm an asshole."
Yeah.
It shows that when he went to Windu, it showed that Anakin was still conflicted about everything. He didn't know what to do, so he just said, "Hey, Windu, I know you hate me, but I got this information just like you wanted. What do you want me to do?"
Yeah.
Windu's just like, "You're on house arrest, you asshole. You did a good thing. Now go to your room."
I think Windu should have let him fight because that would have shown that would have shown he has faith in Anakin.
Yeah, he should have taken him with him.
The only problem is Anakin's such a loose cannon, like we've said before.
He's so unpredictable.
I think that's why he did it. Because he knew if Anakin goes, he's just, who knows what he's going to do.
There was no right answer at that point. It was like Mace Windu's like, you can stay here, and we're just going to go arrest him.
Yeah.
But you're going to hate me for it, and that'll solidify you in the dark side.
But what did Anakin think was going to happen when he told Windu?
I think he would have had a better chance. I think he would have had a better chance of taking him. I think he just should have taken him. I think that would have helped.
Yeah.
Because I think they would have killed him in less than 2 minutes between the two of them. You got a Jedi Master and you got Anakin.
Who might as well be a Jedi Master. He's as powerful as them.
Yeah.
Because they die like chumps. That made me mad. That Kit Fisto, who's kind of a cool looking squid guy, dies without even a fight.
What about Master Mundi? That's the one that really is
just Kaidi Mundi. Yeah, that made no sense.
Master. And they kill him. Well, actually, you know what? He probably goes out the best out of all of them.
Oh, you're right, he does. Aaliyah Sakura got her ass kicked.
Yeah.
That was
she didn't
bad.
see it coming. That was a bad one. I wish she would have at least got her 2 lightsabers out and done something.
Yeah, she goes to take it out and is like, we're not even going to animate the lightsaber.
Yeah. Plo Koon, now they don't actually technically, this is stupid, but they don't technically show him dying. They show the ship around him blowing up, and then the ship crashes. There are theories that Plo Koon did not actually die in that thing, that he ejected.
There's theories that no one dies in Star Wars.
I don't. Yeah, I know it's weird because no one wants their favorite characters to die or characters that they like to
I'm
die.
gonna go on a limb and say Plo Koon's dead.
I would agree with you. I think
dead.
Plo Koon is
He's
dead.
Dead completely.
Stacey Tyne dies at the battle with Sidious, which I think is stupid. He again dies like a chump, and so did Eth Koth, who's a cool looking dude who you definitely see fight in the Geonosis arena.
Yeah,
he was in that. That's where the first Star Wars 3.75-inch figure of him came out. I have, I think, 2 of them. He's a cool looking dude. Like, he's got the horns on his head, kind of Darth Maul, but he's got dark complexion to him instead. He's just a cool looking character. I mean, I don't have any attachment to him, but he was on the council. That's stupid to say. All 4 characters that went there are on the council.
Well, I mean...
but it sucks that they all died like chumps. They didn't put up a fight.
This is the last movie George Lucas knew he was going to make. Why in the world would you save time by just killing 3 Jedi Masters within 10 seconds?
It doesn't care.
You could have made Darth Sidious one of the most terrifying entities ever if you made him fight 4 Masters for a good 5-6 minute scene. Just had him kill them all off individually. Yep. It would have been amazing. But no, it had to get down to him and Mace Windu as quickly as possible, and it made those characters look awful.
So if Anakin would have walked in at the end there, where Windu was about to strike down Palpatine, and he sees like the dead bodies and stuff like that, and walks into all that carnage, and you got to see that carnage instead of, like you said, instead of just being a 20-second scene where it just goes stab, stab, stab. Oh, you're 3 all dead. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, that's it. That was boring. Yep. It was actually a really boring fight. It wasn't entertaining at all. No. I was really excited. I'm like, oh, they're going to fight him. Oh, they're dead already. My excitement, was still peaking by the time they're all dead. And it made me sad. Yeah. What else do I have here? I do like the yellow Anakin eyes after he kills all the Nemodians.
That's borderline
on Mustafar.
Creepy.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be. That's part of turning into a Sith Lord is the yellow eyes. Darth Caedus gets it in the expanded universe, who was Jason Solo. He gets it, and they actually talk about it, how he murdered Adam. This is a spoiler for you in the books. It's not a big spoiler. He murders a fuck ton of people in those books. And he wakes up the one morning after talking to the Dark Lord, and he's just like, oh, I don't feel any different, right? Because you think you'd feel different. And you looked in the mirror, and sure enough, he had the yellow eyes going on. And he's just like, oh, yeah, I'm cool. I mean, Anakin shows a lot more confliction than Darth Caedus does.
Well, he had the yellow eyes after killing all of the Separatists, right?
Yes.
Separatists?
Yeah, all the leaders.
He had the yellow eyes after killing all of them whenever he looks back onto the room and he sees them all lying there dead. Yeah. Next time it cuts back to Mustafar and him in that scene, he doesn't have yellow eyes. He has the hood up and he's crying. So it's like, that's legitimately, though, that's him suffering and thinking back on being like,
what have I done?
I was a Jedi 24 hours ago, and I'm turning into a Sith
Lord. And that's all gone.
The next time we see him with yellow eyes is whenever he's getting burned alive after he loses to Obi-Wan. Yeah. And his eyes glow red too, and it's like, well, that's solidifying his
I think he has it during the fight. I think he has yellow eyes during the fight towards the end. When they're on the floating things above the lava, he has yellow eyes then. Yeah. Okay, they're yellow. His hatred, they have a yellow hue to them. Yeah, it's his hatred. Mm-hmm. He's so angry. He's like, that's fueling his fire and fueling his power.
Obi-Wan won that fight. That's crazy.
He got lucky. Honestly, he got so lucky.
I think we've talked about it before. They're not even fighters. Like, he is better than Anakin, but Anakin's emotion at that time leveled the playing field.
Yeah. If not even gave him a little bit more power. But Obi-Wan's just better at being defensive. Yes. Which helped him. If he wasn't, he would die.
And more cool under pressure and everything.
Yeah. Oh, he was pretty nervous there at some times, though.
But he can handle himself.
Yeah.
At least. Yeah. At least handle himself.
That showed you when they both do this and they're trying to outforce
each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That shows they're even in terms of that.
I feel like Anakin should have won that.
He should have.
Because that's the thing that makes him truly terrifying is his abilities with the Force.
Oh, he just gets
well, that shows
angry.
you he's not there yet, though.
Yeah.
That shows he's not Darth Vader, the Darth Vader, yet.
Yeah.
And that shows you Obi-Wan still has the edge.
Yeah.
In that. And he should be. Why the hell not? He should be more powerful than Anakin Skywalker. Yeah. Obi-Wan Kenobi's so powerful that he's this Jedi Master, Jedi Guardian, then he should win this fight. And he does.
Yep.
So I'm like, I'm still going with my belief that he is more powerful than Anakin. Not by much, but he is.
Oh yeah.
Yep. What else?
I do agree with you though that his emotion, without Anakin's emotion, Obi-Wan's much more powerful than Anakin. But with his emotion in that fight, they're even.
Because the dark side pulls their strength from passion.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I like that Yoda knew about Anakin killing all the younglings, but didn't want Obi-Wan to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
In the archives, he was just like,
sad.
you don't want to watch that. Yoda already watched it. He knew.
He didn't even have to watch
sensed
it.
it.
Oh, you're right. He probably didn't even have to see it.
He sensed it as soon as...
But he just told him, you don't want to watch that. I remember seeing it as a kid. I'm just like, oh my god, what am I watching? Like, it's very brief, and obviously CG wasn't as good as it is now, but they still do a good job conveying, like, oh, Anakin's killing kids. Great. Thanks, Anakin.
I mean, there's that one part, and it still kind of breaks my heart every time I see it.
Sad.
Whenever the kid walks up and he's like, Master Anakin, they're killing us. What do we do?
And
then his, like, he summons his lightsaber, and the kid, like, steps back a little bit.
Oh, I hate that.
And it's like, that kid was a good fucking actor.
Yeah.
Because...
You see the tear running down Anakin's eyes. He doesn't want to do it.
I almost had a tear running down my eye when I saw that.
Yeah.
That's so sad. I do think that child actor, this isn't for sure, but he reminds me of the son of Ragnar Lothbrok in Vikings. That TV show Vikings. He looks exactly like that guy would look if he was like 4 years old. I don't know if it's true, but he has the same accent too, and that's why I think it's him.
Yeah.
And it would match up the timeline.
Probably, yeah.
Because he'd be about 20, 21 now, compared to being like 4 or 5 years old then.
Is that really how long ago this came out?
Yeah.
Came out like 12, no?
10
yeah,
years?
12 years ago.
Yeah, 12 years. Yep. Sorry. Yeah.
I say this movie still looks fucking awesome.
This held up.
Yeah,
12 years.
it did. That CG looks great in some of the shots.
Yeah. Even going over to HD and all that, it still holds up.
Yeah.
Attack of the Clones did not.
No, Mustafar definitely held up.
Yes.
I mean, some of the stuff, like when they're on the floating platforms, looked a little wonky. Yeah. Anakin, the one Anakin's on, because he's on such a small platform, he doesn't have a lot of room to stand, and you can kind of see, like, I mean, you can obviously see where the CG is, but, like, it looks a little weird where, like, some of it's, like, CG Anakin, some of it is real Anakin.
Yeah.
You can kind of tell. It's like the upper body was, like, all real, but, like, some of the lower body was, like, computer generated in there to blend it in more, I think. But it looks a little off now until, like, he floats closer to Obi-Wan and then jumps off. And then, obviously, it's just real Anakin.
Yeah.
But whatever, it's not a big deal. Anakin says that he should overthrow the Emperor. He does say it to Padme, I can overthrow him.
So you're right. You're halfway right with that, Joe.
I want that to be a thing.
If he kills Obi-Wan there, he would have went after the Emperor.
Yeah.
And he probably would have killed him.
I think he would have.
Because at that point, the Emperor's exhausted from his fight with Yoda.
Yeah.
And he would have destroyed him, I think.
Although Anakin would have been tired, too, from the fight.
I don't know, dude. Palpatine doesn't have the emotion that Anakin does. Does not have it.
You're right.
I think that with that, he would have killed
We're missing the part where Palpatine was still scared of him.
Yeah.
So
that leads into no.
No. Is that what you want?
No. Vader, no.
No.
Because when Vader, when they're putting on, I found that that scene really symbolic, where you're seeing Anakin get the parts getting put on him for Vader, and you're seeing Padme, and you're seeing Padme give birth to the twins at the exact same moment. You're seeing complete hopelessness, and then you see hope. All
a new hope,
and you're seeing that.
I hate you.
I do.
I'm sorry.
But you're seeing complete hopelessness in one scene, and you're seeing, you're right in some way, a new hope in another. Yeah. Which I love that. I think that's great.
Yeah, that was
those
brilliant.
side by side, you're seeing complete suffering, and you're seeing, you're with Obi-Wan, Yoda, Luke, and Leia, and you're seeing hope.
A new hope?
Stop.
Are you seeing a new hope?
Stop. Just stop.
We got it.
You got it.
Did I say that?
That's good.
Okay.
You got it.
I do want to see the whole Darth Vader versus Sidious thing. Darth Vader try to overthrow Sidious. Sidious try to kill Vader. But the clash would be amazing because it's Sidious and just his intelligence giving him the upper edge. But then he goes against this brick wall of a Darth Vader who is so powerful, he'd stop anything that goes against him.
Adam, you mentioned off air that the comics do that. The Darth Vader comics.
They don't fight, but like...
No, but like...
Sidious uses his intelligence...
He tries to kill him.
Because he senses Vader.
That's the only way he'd be able to do it.
Yes.
As a master. Yeah. Because there's no way he'd be able to beat him straight up.
Those comics are great. Go pick them up, guys.
Yeah.
Guys,
I need to go get the last issue.
Yeah. You have 3 of them?
I have I actually have 4 of them because
Vader's down.
No, there's a crossover. Vader Down is a crossover.
Yeah, that's the one I mean.
That's the crossover between the Darth Vader comic and the actual Star Wars comic.
Okay.
That's a great one too because it goes Darth Vader 1, Darth Vader 2, the crossover, then Darth Vader 3, and then the 4th one.
Okay.
The 4th one's so cool because it's Vader and Palpatine on it.
Oh, I want to get that.
Cool.
Yeah, Barnes & Noble. I saw them all there. I'm like, oh, these aren't even a bad price. Like, I kind of just want to go buy these. Maybe I can convince my wife to. I have 20% off for keeping them. Maybe she'll buy them for me.
$20 a piece.
They're 20? I thought they were less.
If you
no, I thought they were $14.99 in store.
I thought that too.
Oh, maybe not.
Until I went there. And
maybe I'm screwed. I do like the Anakin says, "If you aren't with me, you're against me." I like that line.
I love the
because it makes sense
before the fight. Yeah. Right before they fight, where he goes, "Then you leave me no choice." Then then he goes, "You will try." And then it's like, I love that because he's like, "Oh, you think it's pretty much
like a cool backflip?"
And then he's like, "Oh, okay, you still think you're more powerful than me? I'll show you." Well, no, he won't.
He's quadrupled in power.
Oh no.
That I will touch on that last scene with Yoda and Obi-Wan at the temple.
Yeah.
That scene is completely tragic. Completely.
Oh, when they're looking at the
when
dead
Obi-Wan's
people.
looking at, you can see just the complete sadness.
Oh, it made me sad.
And really, Jedi aren't supposed to show emotion, really, right? Am I right?
Oh, they were devastated.
They were
because it's everything.
Yeah.
It's everything they worked to build, and it's gone because one person's an asshole.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what it is. One person's so selfish that they would tear the galaxy apart to save one person.
I still think that if Yoda would have went with my plan, this would have happened.
I agree, but Yoda's a dum-dum and didn't do it.
2 lightsabers are stronger than 1.
Don't cross the streams. I do really like. I think we already touched on this, but Yoda versus Sidious. I love that fight. It was just overall it was great.
Fantastic.
My eyes were glued to that television the whole time.
Oh yeah, I couldn't even. We were silent.
You barely breathed like the whole time.
I was like so intense.
You had to inhale after that fight. You're like, this is over. I'm like, are you dead?
I'm like, what? No, we still got Anakin and Obi-Wan still happening. Shit.
That like a half an hour period there is like the best half an hour ever in like Star Wars. Mm-hmm. It's just so good. Just one awesome good thing after. Oh, I don't want to say good because it's kind of sad, but one epic thing after another. It was just really good overall. Anakin is so confident, obviously. I like that he shows that, though. I mean, I know George Lucas isn't probably the best writer for some things, but I like that he shows how overconfident Anakin is. Like you said, when he does the backflip and he's like, "Oh, you'll try," and then just starts going after Obi-Wan like, "I'm gonna kick your ass." Obviously, he doesn't, but I mean, Anakin, stop! I have the high ground. Anakin doesn't stop because he's so overconfident and an asshole. I mean, the only thing there is, how did Anakin really think that was going to play out? Did he really think he was going to get over Obi-Wan?
I don't think.
At that point.
I think he misjudged his jump. I know it sounds stupid. I think he
still think he would have lost.
He short jumped it.
I think he still would have lost.
Oh, he probably would have gotten kicked in the lava and then super dead.
I think Obi-Wan would have caught him at that point.
Yeah.
As well. Even if he made that jump, he would have caught him.
I mean, if he disarms Anakin, if he cuts his hand off and grabs his lightsaber, it's over.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, he could have won that without chopping off every limb possible, except for the robot arm.
I'm like,
that was kind of a dick move.
Seeing him burn, though, I'm like, just kill him. Just kill him.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I'm like, just cut his head off or stab him in the heart or just end it.
That shows you just how much Obi-Wan just made him suffer because he killed the younglings. Yeah, because he killed the younglings. And he killed everybody.
That has to be the reason why, right? Is that like he specifically...
after he kills the younglings, he has no nothing left for him at all after that.
Oh, Ewan McGregor's face, though. I know it's the actor's
it's
name.
Tragic,
but,
yeah.
Oh, the look he gives Anakin there. I'm just like, oh boy, that hurt my heart. Like,
because he goes, "You were my brother."
Yeah, I loved you. Yeah. Like he says that, and you're just like, oh man, like it hurts to hear because you're invested in the story throughout. These. I say these 2 movies because who cares about Anakin in one? That was the Qui-Gon show.
Yeah.
But through 2 and 3, you're invested in this character, and you see how far they've gone, like down like the rabbit hole of just being a dick, and how much Obi-Wan put up with Anakin trying to manipulate him earlier in the movie by saying, "Oh, you're my master. Like I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. I was overconfident. I was arrogant. I was an asshole. I should listen to you more." And Obi-Wan going, "Okay, cool. Maybe you're coming to your senses." Nope.
I should have taken that as the red flag.
Yeah, and we were saying that during the movie, like, red flag, red flag. Abort, abort, abort. Like, Anakin's going crazy. But he didn't see it coming. And I don't really blame him, I guess. If that's what he was looking for Anakin to say is, "I'm sorry, I've been such a dick lately," and he hears that, he's gonna automatically think that everything's okay.
Yeah.
No matter what.
It's what Obi-Wan wanted to hear, just like how Senator Palpatine said everything that Anakin wanted to hear.
Exactly.
And I
think Anakin did it right to him.
Yeah, we touched up on this on the episode 1 podcast, I believe. But whenever you said that Obi-Wan calls Anakin his brother, that is almost the root of all of the problem.
Yes.
Because
he's his brother, not his mentor.
Yes.
Yep.
We talked about how Qui-Gon was more of the mentor to both of these at that point, kids at that point.
Yeah.
So they grow up as brothers. That's what leads Anakin to undermine.
Yeah, he's looking at him as his older brother.
Yeah. Yep. Undermine Obi-Wan every step of the way. And that's why whenever Senator Palpatine comes in, starts calling Anakin my son, and like, you're going to be so much better than this. I believe in you. I'm proud of you.
He's a father figure.
Yeah. Whenever
He's never
Palpatine.
had a father.
Yeah.
Technically he does, and it is Sidious.
Yeah, technically.
Whenever Sidious became his father figure, he won.
Yep.
And that was it.
And he knew it. He planted that seed.
Yeah.
However you want to take that. And that was it.
We were even able to pinpoint it in the movie the second that Sidious won, because they were sitting in the, whatever it was, the playhouse, the opera house,
the
or
opera,
whatever.
Yeah, with the weird bubbles.
Yeah, the bubble opera. They were sitting there, and then Sidious said something along the lines of, it's like, I've known about the dark side. My mentor taught me a little bit about it. It's great to be educated on things. And he taught me about the most powerful, being in the galaxy who was even able to thwart death. As soon as Anakin was like, how was he able to stop someone from dying? Yeah. The senator gets a smile on his face, and he's like, I've won.
Yeah.
I got it.
Because you see it, and you're like, oh, this isn't going to end well.
Yeah.
You just know it's not going to end well. Because he's got him.
Yep.
He's got him by the nuts at that point.
The charred ones.
The charred nuts and the no-beaner.
Are the nuts there?
Maybe. No one will know.
Oh, that's a good question. Well, he had all that clothing, but that would protect him because that's on fire too. Well, they don't wear underwear in space, according to George Lucas, so they'd have no space underwear on.
Ouch.
Well, George Lucas said if you go into space, they would compress and close your nuts off.
Oh.
So maybe that's why they don't wear underwear, I guess.
Is this
I
legit?
don't know. Yes!
So
this is real. You didn't know that? I'm not making
everywhere.
shit up. George Lucas actually said they don't wear underwear in Star Wars. There are no undergarments in Star Wars because of the way compression and stuff is. It would compress and close in and cut off your circulation on your skin. He actually thought that much into this that said there's no space underwear.
All right.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. We don't need to.
Okay, the whole, obviously we've already said the whole fight is awesome. Before I get to the last good part, I want to say, I personally, my wife disagrees with me on this, because she watched the whole movie with us too, but I think the whole line, she lost the will to live, when they talk about Padme dying after she gave birth, I think it's stupid. And it's a stupid way to kill her off.
It's a cop-out.
Again, it's a cop-out, and they don't know how to kill people off. George Lucas doesn't know how to kill people off. They should have said he crushed her, larynx or something, in her.
If he crushed her
lungs
throat
or
in,
something.
she has trouble breathing. She still gives birth to them if she's on a respirator or something. But then it's like, You know, as soon as we can't fix it.
Yeah, because she's too exhausted.
Exactly.
You can't bring her back.
That's it.
No,
Done.
she lost the will to live. She just quit. All right, okay, bye.
That was George Lucas's last hurrah in the sandy business of his romance writing.
That was a very coarse moment in the movie.
Very irritating.
It got everywhere. I hate that so much.
I hope it's the last time we make that joke. I really do.
Oh, it won't be.
Because it has gotten everywhere.
Hey, there's a lot of sand in episode 4. You like sand, right? It's real coarse. Hey, sand's everywhere in Tatooine and Mos Eisley.
I wish whenever he had updated
There's
them...
sand in my boots.
I wish when he updated them and he remastered them and all that, like, Luke just did a voiceover. It's like, I hate sand. It's coarse. It's irritating. Just a callback.
Just because. They should just show Padme a montage of him being like, oh, it's coarse, I don't like it, and just crap from episode 2. And then she just goes, all right, I'm done.
He's picking grass.
I'm not going back to that. That whiny bitch. I do like the no at the end. I like that a lot. I personally feel that they should have switched the scenes where him going no was the last scene of the whole movie.
Yeah. And
that would lead up to episode 4. But instead they switched it so it's Obi-Wan talking to Yoda, and Adam, you like this part a lot, about an old friend has figured out how to thwart death and become immortal through the Force. Qui-Gon Jinn is back, yo! Qui-Gon Jinn figures out how to communicate through the Force.
Which they touch on that and they show you how Yoda knows that in Clone Wars, the show.
Yes, which is awesome that they at least explain that. Which is really super duper cool.
It's really stupid they don't show it in the movie. Really
because
stupid.
Clone Wars wasn't a thing.
How long would that have taken in Revenge of the Sith? A minute? Not even? Just to see. I'm talking about maybe. I'm just like a simple like, for him to appear.
Might have been too rushed because that's Yoda telling Obi-Wan it's possible, and then for them to also incorporate it.
Oh, he said I'll teach you though. They could have shown him like learning or something like that.
Well, that was the training that Yoda gave him.
Because the last scene in the movie is they're looking at the two suns, which I love that. That's why I disagree with you. I like that as the last scene.
I like it. And I get it.
But wouldn't it have been really fucking cool is if you see Obi-Wan as the last shot looking on at Owen Lars and Beru holding Luke, and then appearing right next to him is Qui-Gon Jinn. How fucking epic would that have been?
Yeah.
Just have everyone in one picture.
Yeah, to close out the trilogy. Because that would be a callback to Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
I think that would have been cool. I love how it ended anyway, but I just think that would have made it better.
I wish they would have had Liam Neeson on the film uncredited.
Yeah.
Like, where Matt Damon does for some movies, like Interstellar, or not Interstellar. Yeah, it was Interstellar, I think. He's not credited in that movie at all. He's obviously in it. He's a big part of Interstellar, and you see him in the trailers and stuff. But he's not credited in that movie at all. I wish they would have done that with Liam Neeson, where he's not credited in like the credits and stuff in the film, but he's obviously in it. So it wouldn't ruin it, right? Like you wouldn't go, "Oh, Liam Neeson's in this movie. I wonder when we get to see Qui-Gon."
Yeah.
You know, that would have been great, and maybe that's why they didn't do it, because they would have been like, "Well, we got to put it on here, and everyone's gonna know." But
still, I think that would have been crazy.
It was a cool reveal at the end of the movie. Usually, up until that point, you already know everything that's going to happen or happen.
First Jedi to figure it out.
Yoda?
Qui-Gon's the first one to figure out how to become a Force ghost. Not Obi-Wan, not Yoda.
Mm-mm.
Neither one of he's the first one, which I think gives his character great significance.
Yeah.
They make him a great character.
Did you hear what Yoda called it? That's something I found very interesting. Then was it the netherworld of the Force?
Yeah.
Very odd terminology. It's almost like George Lucas was like, I know what the fuck to call this thing. Never Land. I don't know.
There'd be another world though.
It is.
You would think there would be.
Yeah.
He just didn't know what to call it, so that's what he just called it.
I think it's cool that he at least called it something.
Yeah.
I'm sad they don't reference it in anything else ever, except for the Clone Wars. I'm really sad that it's not mentioned.
You literally see Qui-Gon train Yoda how to become a Force ghost after.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, and Liam Neeson's talking in the show. It's actually Liam Neeson talking, which is amazing.
I need to go watch this show.
Yeah.
We keep talking about it. I need to watch Clone Wars really bad. So overall, I like this movie a lot. I like it even more watching it again.
I loved it watching it again.
I liked it the first time. Now, really liked it.
Here's how I think we should end this podcast. Where does it fall for each one of us? And I want to start with Jake.
Do you mean in the prequel?
No, whole saga.
Oh, okay.
Where does it fall for you, Jake?
Oh my gosh, just in terms of like best Star Wars movie ever.
Where does it fall for you?
Can you come back to me? I don't.
Episode 2 is clearly the best movie ever that I've ever seen. No. Okay, so on a serious note, I like this movie a lot.
I was gonna say you're making me physically angry.
You really want to punch me.
I'm like,
let the hate flow through you.
Yeah, let the hate flow through you.
Lightning's gonna come out of these, and it's gonna literally
unlimited power.
Where does it fall for you, though?
I like 3 a lot. I'm gonna go out on a limb, and without watching it recently, I do the 3D version of it. Episode 7, I think, is my favorite because of all the elements. It's got the humor. Yeah. It's got fucking awesome action, lightsaber battles.
Where does everything. 3 rank though for you?
Well, that's where I'm going. Oh, okay, so it goes 7, 5. I love The Empire Strikes Back. Does so many good things.
That's still. Yeah.
I know Mark Hamill had the crash. I know that he had some disfiguration with his face, and that's why they had to do the Wampa attack. But I love that they incorporated something in there that makes sense, that would explain the scarring and stuff like that at the time. Because they didn't know if he was going to live. Thank God he did, right? 5 and then 3. I think would be that good.
You're putting it above New Hope and Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, I actually don't think I'm going to like New Hope that much. I'm sorry. We've mentioned off air that Mark Hamill's acting leaves a lot to be desired in A New Hope. And I think Return of the Jedi has it's got a very favorable opinion from a lot of people. I think if you go back and watch it, it's kind of shit. Like, there's some stuff in that's kind of shit. Especially the Ewoks. Now, I like the Ewoks, right? I like that they're mini Chewbacca's. That's great. I would have rather seen the fucking Wookiees in this thing instead. But, whatever. I guess it's just easier to get, little people to do it. Than a bunch of Peter Mayhews that are 7 foot tall.
That was probably the reason, actually.
I bet you it is. And, Dave Prowse wasn't going to be coming back for anything else and helping them out. Assholes. Yeah. But, yeah, I'd say, definitely 7, 5, 3. And then the rest does matter.
I'd probably rate this at best.
Revenge of the Sith you like the best?
Really?
Probably. Episode 7 was fantastic when it came out and everything, but honestly, the only, just in terms of full storytelling elements, it only makes me hopeful for the future.
Yeah.
I feel like Episode 8 is going to be my favorite Star Wars movie ever, because it sets up the best. So it's probably 3, and then Episode 7, and then honestly Rogue One. I really liked Rogue One.
Oh, I feel bad for forgetting that movie.
Yeah.
Oops.
It's just this one with the final battle and everything. Everything comes full circle. The music, the imagery, the fights. It gives you everything you want.
Yeah.
See, I rank my favorite is still Empire Strikes Back. That's still the highest for me. Then Force Awakens. Then A New Hope, because I really love New Hope. Other than Mark Hamill's acting, I will say that. But everything else I think is flawless. The movie's made 1977.
Yeah, it's old.
It's like, what do you...
See, I love the Star Wars, but they just don't hold up well for me personally.
They just don't hold up.
So I would even rank them lower. Like probably Empire Strikes Back is below 1 for me, like Episode 1.
And then where was I? I forgot where I was. 5, 7.
Okay, yeah.
New Hope. Return of the Jedi. Then Revenge of the Sith. Then.
You like 2 so much. That has to be at the top.
Phantom Menace.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't heard
Rogue
that yet.
One.
Yeah, where's 2?
Then Attack of the Clones is at the bottom.
Oh, that's where it is.
Man.
Actually, I shouldn't even give it a fucking vote at all.
Are you shaking? You're so mad right now.
It doesn't even exist.
Out of all 7 movies.
That's the worst by far.
That's
by a
the
long
worst
shot.
one. That is the worst. But that's my list.
Yeah.
I like him. I just think what the original trilogy will lack in visuals, it makes up for in storytelling. It has better storytelling than all of them, I think.
Oh boy.
You're more of a purist with the older movies. Like you prefer them over the newer ones and all that.
If 4 didn't exist, 7 would have the best storytelling.
I agree with you on one thing though. I think Last Jedi will be the best one ever. I think
yes, just with how they're setting it up.
Yeah,
I think it will finally usurp Empire Strikes Back for me because Empire Strikes Back's been up there a long time as the best one, and then I think this one's finally going to knock it off the top of the mountain now.
They've just set it up for all of the storytelling elements that make all the old ones better.
Kylo Ren has to be Snoke or Kylo Ren have to be a pretty good fucking villain to usurp Darth Vader though, because he's still the fucking tits.
I think Kylo Ren's gonna be up there.
I hope so.
I hope
he does.
I think he's gonna be pissed.
That's what I originally talked about with Rogue One.
His face.
And not to touch on that, I know I'm gonna get so much hate in the comments for this that I put Phantom Menace above Rogue One.
No,
but
I
didn't enjoy it as much as the other. I'm not I like it. It's a good Star Wars movie. I just don't
Romance
think
at the end was dumb.
I just don't think it was the best Star Wars movie. And
Romance
I
at the end
think
was dumb.
Andor got friend zoned the worst possible moment of all time before getting obliterated. He's going. I feel like he was gonna go to kiss her, and then she hugs him, and then they die.
He's stuck in the friend zone at death.
Yeah,
that's the
horrible.
saddest way to die.
She crucifies
in the friend
Fuck
zone.
Her. I will say why I rank it that low is because I didn't care for any of the characters except
K2.
Donnie Yen. Donnie Yen and the droid. I don't know. And plus, my biggest negative was there's no Jedi. There's none.
Except
there's
for Donnie Yen.
Darth Vader. That's it. He's the only remnant of like that.
Yeah.
Of a Jedi. He's the only person in the movie.
And maybe that's the movie's point, is that they're all dead.
Disney was trying to make a good Star Wars movie without Jedi. And they did. I just didn't that's why I didn't like it as much. Because that's
what the problem? I'm interested in. Now they're going to make more of them.
Because that's what I'm interested in. I like the lore.
Me too.
I like the Jedi, the Sith. I love all of that.
I know what movie we've completely forgot to touch on that they should have, an Old Republic movie. Yes. Mic drop.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
Old Republic is going to be better.
All of us can agree that needs to be a full-fledged, like at least one film is of the Old Republic, whether it's Darth Bane, Darth Revan, who is canon,
if you do the
and they
Old
need to
Republic,
show.
You need to do Revan.
I think it's going to be Revan
because he's the most popular character.
Yep.
The most, and I'm not even kidding. His popularity is amazing for somebody who hasn't had anything to do in a film or anything.
Yep. It's just video game stuff
and lore.
Books. Yeah.
But like it's insane how popular he is. And it's
do you know what? I don't think they will
because he has the ultimate redemption story.
He does.
He gets to fall in love with Bastila. And he comes back to the light, and he destroys the Sith.
I don't think they'll show him because there's so many things they can screw up with him. They make one little misstep with his character or how people perceive his character, dude, they'll get pissed. Like Star Wars fans are passionate.
I'll get pissed,
just like us,
because you can't do him right because you completely ripped him.
Do you trust them?
No.
Me either.
They completely ripped Kylo Ren off of Darth Revan.
Hell
the
yeah,
look,
they did.
Anyway. The look.
He is Darth Revan.
You have to admit.
Look at him. He's on my wall.
Look at that. Mm-hmm. Look at him.
It's Kylo Ren.
Now look at him. Now look at him. Now look at me. I'm like, now look at me. It's like, but like, holy shit. That's so blatantly obvious that they ripped Kylo Ren. Now I'm not saying I don't like. I think he's awesome.
The Knights of Ren are modeled after Revan.
Yeah.
The cult of Revan.
Exactly. It couldn't be more obvious that they ripped him off.
But they don't admit that. That's what makes me so mad about that.
I am excited that they made The Mandalorian Wars canon in Rebels.
Why would they not? They have no reason not to. Disney has no ideas. They have no original ideas.
But it's a tailspin after that, though. If you confirm one thing, you have to confirm another. And if you confirm one thing, you have to confirm another.
You know what they can say? We confirm that these characters exist, but not in the way that you know them.
which would be retarded.
Yes, and they will do that.
Because
they
if
will
you
that.
make Revan canon, you have to make Bastila canon. If you make Bastila canon, you have to make Malak canon.
Yes, that's what I was thinking of Malak.
I think they need to make Malak canon because I personally love him as a character.
Yeah.
He's fucking amazing. I think he's underrated a lot. I don't think he's talked about a lot.
Oh, who's the weird girl? The blind one.
Oh, fuck. Kreia.
They need to make Kreia.
Love Kreia.
Yes.
Did you play the Old Republic games? Oh my!
What?
You committed sacrilege
No,
before very eyes.
Yeah,
get out.
They're so good, dude.
They're fucking awesome.
Do you want to borrow it? I have it on Xbox.
You gotta play it.
It's so good.
You have to play them.
They're so
awesome.
good, man.
They're so
It plays on the
good.
360. It's backwards compatible.
I don't have a 360.
Do you have a computer?
Out.
Do you have a Steam?
Did you not see his laptop?
Do you have a Steam? Get a Steam account. Buy them on there.
Wait, you don't have Steam?
He can give you
Steam.
them. Give him those.
You live in the dark ages.
No, I have Steam. No, I just live on PlayStation.
I will give you. I will share my library with you.
He needs to play those.
I will play them.
You don't understand. You
They're
don't understand.
so
You
good.
need to play these games.
Okay,
There's two of them.
Well, let's warn you ahead of time. 2, the first 3 to 4 hours fucking suck. After that, it's great.
Yeah.
Isn't it by BioWare?
One's just great
BioWare,
overall.
yes, BioWare.
Yeah, BioWare did them.
It's the first game is one of my favorite games.
It's
period.
just one of the best RPGs ever.
Yeah.
It's that good.
No, you don't understand. It's one of the best games
Yes.
ever. Period. It's just
the storytelling and how they have a big twist is just.
And they
don't see it coming.
In the first game, they show Tatooine 2,000 years before everything, and it's just they show
so different.
Kashyyyk, they show Korriban, which is my fucking
Korriban's the best
favorite planet, I think, because there's so I want to learn. I want somebody to write a book on Korriban. I want somebody to do it because I want to read about Korriban because that's where they buried all the dead dark Sith lords. They're all buried there, including Darth Vader gets one later there. His tomb is there.
Plagueis has a tomb there.
Now I don't know if see if you might know this. Does Sidious have a tomb?
Nope.
Yeah, he's the only one that doesn't.
Plagueis does though.
Plagueis does have one.
Bane does.
Alive.
I'd fucking hate that. I'd really fucking hate it.
Yeah, Darth Bane has a tomb there. Fucking
Exar Kun.
Oh, Exar Kun does.
And the first. By the way, dude, you got to go back and play the first one because that first Sith Lord I told you about, Ajunta Pal, he has a tomb there. And you can actually talk to his spirit in the first Knights of the Old Republic's game. You got to play it.
Never knew that.
It's a side thing, though. That's why you missed it.
That's probably why I missed it.
It's to the tomb to the right.
Okay.
When you're on Korriban, you got to go on the right, and he's there, and you can't fuck up the quest, so you might want to do a tutorial.
Oh, yeah, that's not great.
But I did complete the quest.
Just save it a lot.
It's awesome because you can redeem him.
What?
You can redeem his spirit, and then he finds rest in the Force. It's like he becomes like because he was a Jedi. He was one of the first, whatever, and then he became the first Sith Lord. And you can wouldn't that be fucking awesome? You redeem the first Sith Lord back to being a Jedi.
Dude, what other game can do that for you?
It's like,
yeah.
What else? What else do I need to tell you?
Star Wars Battlefront can't do that for you. Oh!
No, yeah, I played too much Battlefront.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's great. It's great.
I think that about wraps it up. We're at 48 minutes.
We should just do an Old Republic podcast, right?
We really should. What's up?
I will say, I think the reason that I like the prequels more than the sequels, because you were talking about the Old Republic and all that, the thing that I hate the most about all pretty much epic fantasy genre shit today is that we are always told the story at the end of the awesome time period.
Yep.
Lord of the Rings, whenever everything ends, they all go to the land to the west, and then they're like, the era of man is here. That's pretty much saying magic is going to leave now. It's going to suck.
Yep.
I hate it. And I know you guys aren't into animated movies. How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, I love those movies.
The two now.
Yeah.
The third one is going to explain why there are no dragons today.
What?
Yes. Because the series of books ended with all of the dragons leaving. So yet again, we're being told a story at the end of a really awesome time period.
Why?
And so you think with Star Wars they do the opposite?
Yes.
I
don't like how in episode 4, 5, and 6, and even in episode 7 still, the Jedi are an endangered species.
Yeah.
Luke is the last one.
Luke's, and like, what did they? And I'm sorry. In that Force Awakens, like, if Han, Luke, and Leia are these great myths as they told them about, why didn't they? What the fuck happened? Everything seems about the same as it was.
Exactly.
You didn't do anything. You made it worse. What the fuck?
Maybe that's the point.
You guys killed the Empire and you sat on your fat asses for the next 30 years, pretty much, right? I mean,
I know
anything.
It's still the remnants of the Empire. It's not as strong as it used to be, but
yeah, I think Luke did train a group or
he
something.
He clearly did.
Yeah, and then like I want that to happen again, but then it's like you watch 4, 5, and 6, and then it's like Luke is the last fucking Jedi.
That's what has me concerned. That title, because. Does this mean this is it?
Could
this
be plural.
Is the end of the. This is the. But no, this could.
People were thinking he creates his own thing.
Yeah.
Like the Jedi Order is done now.
The Jedi and the Sith are gone. The Sith are already gone, but like technically, I don't think they're.
These are just dark Force users.
I think they should be called the Sith. I mean, come on, you might.
They are.
Call them
they are the Sith.
Just call
right?
them the Sith. Because then you could have one last battle
it's a
between
new era
the Jedi
of
and
Sith.
the Sith. But my concern is they're ending it all together. They're ending the Jedi and the Sith, and they're just... Is this the end?
But it's always good versus evil, which makes it so interesting and so fun to see the struggle between good versus evil. I like that.
It's just you want to see the Force come back into play. You want to see more Jedi be trained. You want to see more Sith come out of everything. You want to see these big battles again.
Here's how they're going to end this.
It's like a renaissance.
To bring balance, true balance to the Force, which I think this is what this whole trilogy is about. You have to wipe out the Jedi and the Sith.
Yep,
probably
gone. They're all gone.
Yeah,
and that's how I'm thinking this whole trilogy is going to end. None of either side, none of them exist.
Because as long as there's a Jedi, there's going to be a Sith that wants to wipe them out.
Yeah,
and as long as there's a Sith, there's always a Jedi to.
Now they can be Force users, but not be Jedi.
I think that'd be retarded.
Why?
Because
Adam.
Because that ends our.
You're right. It does.
It ends everything, and I don't want it to end.
I would hate that.
I know
because it happens way too much. It's
but I can see them doing.
You're right.
That probably is the only ending they can do.
This goes back right into your thing that it's showing the end.
They have to cut off everyone's ties to the Force. So that gets rid of all the Sith, gets rid of all the Jedi, make it so that people just don't know what the Force is anymore. That will bring balance to it. Bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
But it makes sense.
It's the only easy way out for them to write it.
Yeah.
Which really sucks.
Well, we ended on a suckish note.
But
8 should be good.
Yeah, 8, yay.
Yay, Last Jedi, woo!
I hope it's not the last.
Luke dies. What?
I mean, come on.
Oh, sorry. Did I go there?
I mean, come on.
Luke doesn't see that coming, though.
It's in the
Luke
title.
Luke is not going to survive this.
Or Luke isn't a Jedi anymore, and Rey is the last one.
Or what if Luke is a bad guy?
Exactly.
What if they go to the bad guy?
Yeah.
That'd be great. He's not going to be.
No.
He's going to have a great lightsaber, and he's going to be a good guy.
Yeah, he's not going to be bad.
Nah. No way.
He won't be bad. Nope.
Man, I don't know. I just want it to be good. I want it to be entertaining and good.
This whole film depends on one crucial character, Snoke. That's what this movie is going to be carried for me.
Well,
if he's
Snoke
not
wants
good,
to destroy
if I don't
Luke.
find out what I want, everybody needs to find out in 8, it's not going to be good.
If he's plagiarized or not, you won't.
If he's plagiarized,
I bet you won't.
I mean, the smart money is he's not plagiarized, but
what? It doesn't hurt. Why would it hurt Disney for him to be plagiarized? Why the fuck do they care?
Honestly, as soon as they
just
said
call
that
plagiarized, who cares?
As soon as they said that a lot of the expanded universe is canon, that was them pretty much just accepting the fact of anything could happen,
and that they were wrong for throwing it out in the first place.
Yeah.
Just say it's it's alternative lore.
Why in the world would you not include these thousands of books, comics, and video games? Disney bought a license that was written for them. To
throw it out!
Yep.
Why? You undid awesomeness. Now, granted, some of the EU stuff is stupid, but most of it's good. The Old Republic stuff is gold. It's brilliant. And they just throw it away.
Yep.
They give everyone a middle finger, all the nerds the finger. Because they don't care.
They could make Old Republic movies for the next decade.
They should. Fuck it. Why not?
And again,
I don't care.
Go back to
that
a
might
time.
be what
I'm a
they're
Star Wars
saving it
4.
for.
I'll eat it up.
That might be what they're saving it for because the
Yeah.
Skywalker saga ends after this.
It does.
There
Ends
will
at
be
9.
no more. There will be
Yeah,
no
they've already
more,
said it
they
ends at 9.
Yeah, the
Good.
Skywalker series is done.
I love the political intrigue of the prequel trilogy. I love how many Jedi, how many Sith there are. I love just all of the conflict. Go back to a time when it's all there.
The Old Republic.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Exactly.
Everything's in there.
And they have yellow lightsabers. Yellow.
White ones.
And white.
That's a good question. What would
And
your
silver.
color
And
lightsaber
black.
be?
The Mandalorians have the black sabers.
Oh.
Did you say silver? Mine
yeah.
would be silver. I'm sorry.
You would have silver.
That's just
Isn't
Orange.
that the Gray Jedi? Isn't the Gray Jedi have silver?
Yep. I'd go with orange.
They're the balancers.
Because you never
whatever.
see orange.
Does Bastila have orange?
Nope. Yellow.
Yellow. Yeah, that's right. I couldn't remember which one it was.
Yep.
You could pick pretty much any fucking color.
But
Yeah.
like, just to give, but this meant just the fact that Old Republic exists
Yep.
makes Darth Vader such an amazing character even further, because you know how powerful those Sith Lords are.
Yep.
You'll find out just how fucking powerful they are.
Oh, yeah.
Darth Vader is yet still more powerful than them, and that's what makes him so scary, though, right?
So I think we should wrap this up soon, but I do want to say I don't agree that he is the most powerful. Only because seeing what they can
know,
do
dude, but he's
and that
canon.
he never does that stuff. Not saying he's not powerful,
Maybe
but
they,
just
they,
saying
that's
someone's the
also,
most powerful and them actually showing that other ones can do stuff he can't makes me in my head think that maybe they can at least rival him.
Yeah.
I just want to see a Star Destroyer pulled out of the sky.
Yeah, it's your opinion.
Yeah. Like
That's
The
it.
Force Unleashed.
That's it.
Oh my
I
God,
want
that'd be
to see
amazing.
that on a movie.
What if Luke does it?
Can you imagine if Luke is that powerful?
Yeah. Why not?
He's supposed to be the
he's
most powerful
supposed to be.
Jedi.
Fucking show us.
He's supposed to be the most powerful Force
They
user.
never show that shit. They just talk about it.
Can you imagine Kylo showing up in a Star Destroyer and just being like, I'm going to find Luke, I'm going to get him, and then Luke is just like, all right, you found me, and then just pull it to the ground, and he's like, how did he do this?
What if Kylo tries to bombard him? And he
Yeah.
uses force stasis on giant ass lasers.
Points him back at it.
Yes, and fires him back. Why not?
Okay,
Luke's so powerful. Show me.
Yeah,
Come at me, bro.
It's sort of what Yoda does in the prequels.
Yes.
He pushes the lightning back at
Yeah.
Dooku and Sidious.
Just a more advanced version of that. Because they're giant fucking lasers.
And that even harkens back to when Sidious and Yoda are fighting in the whatever, might as well call it the Oval Office.
Yeah, the Oval Office. Yeah, pretty much.
When he says Darth Vader will be more powerful than either of us, he's right.
Yeah.
Vader is that motherfucking powerful, and just the fact that Luke is even more powerful than Vader, who up to that point, before we find that out, Vader's the most powerful person ever, and then Luke beats him, and then Luke's the most powerful person ever. You know, I'm curious to see what Luke can do.
I think the only problem with the original trilogy and even the prequels, they don't take into consideration the Old Republic stuff.
Yeah.
They don't. And they don't have to, right? Because it's expanded lore. But because they don't, they ignore stuff that could be possible in those realms. So when you say so-and-so so powerful, they're the most powerful, you're ignoring all the people that came before them.
Yeah.
Even though you say that there's other stuff that happened before that we're never going to show you and we're never going to talk about in these movies, which is fine. Whatever. I get it. You don't have the time. But you're just pushing that aside and saying, oh, Darth Vader's so powerful. Yeah, but what about these other people that are supposedly even more powerful? They're just dead.
It goes back to
They've been dead for thousands of years.
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
It goes back to the same thing of the Old Republic is like the classic era and all that, but like I feel like where we are right now in this series, which we're probably just going to have an entire podcast section for all of this.
Yeah.
Where we are in this series, the people that are thinking about what Force users can do are thinking in a box. Like, it's like, they can shoot lightning, or, you know, they can make this thing from the ceiling fall down, or he can choke someone.
Yeah.
No. With the Force, you could do whatever the hell you want to.
Because.
Exactly. Find someone that's powerful enough. Dude, I want to see someone split a planet in half.
Kylo Ren can use Force stasis, which is in the Star Wars games.
See, that was something new, but we saw that happen, and everyone was like, mind blown. We've never seen someone do that before.
Yeah.
I think that we need to see the Force in a more
expanded,
Force-heavy time.
Yeah. Yeah, more expanded use of it.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Except Anakin reading what fucking pictures on the tablet.
Yeah.
Car. Ship. Speeder. Okay, now what?
This guy might be able to crack a ceiling one day.
Maybe.
Maybe, you never know.
But he still wets the bed in his non-space underwear.
Yeah, do they have Depends? Or like diapers?
They might. Anakin has those bad dreams. He might need some.
Yeah.
This is the bed.
Yeah, that freaking Palpatine puts in his head. Palpatine's a weirdo.
Yeah.
Alright.
What makes it a great story, though, is...
We're never ending this podcast.
Is that Vader
it's just
is
gonna
the
go
most
on forever.
powerful Force user.
No.
You
I
can
agree.
argue with literal
No, I
fact,
agree.
but it's
In
literal
Star
fact.
Wars lore, he is technically the most
He
powerful. The problem, like I said, is just you just don't see it all the time.
Yeah.
But then it's so easy to just be like, well, the history books didn't tell you about this.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
Something
the problem.
so
But
far
that's
down
the
the line.
problem we're running
feeds,
into.
That's what feeds into Vader's character, though. That's what
Yeah.
makes him better than what he already is.
Yeah.
Because if these people were this powerful, then he must be up here then, which
My
is
only
great
beef
because
is why
that's
don't
what,
you see it?
because those movies were made 40
Because
years ago.
yeah, I know.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's
I know,
exactly
dude.
why.
I know.
And then it shows if you read the comics, Darth Vader does some pretty fucked up shit to a lot of people.
Saber throw.
He does that, but
You
he
never
does
see another character throw their saber.
Like in this
Think
one
about
scene, he wipes out
That's
an
it.
Yoda did it, but-
entire battalion, huge.
Oh, like on Kashyyyk and
Of-
Force Unleashed.
No, and his
Dude,
ship,
the Force Unleashed is
he
great
fucking
for this
destroys
stuff.
them all
I
by
believe it.
himself.
I
One
believe
versus like 30 fucking ships. He destroys them all because he's just I'm Darth Vader. Because
he
I'm
can.
fucking Vader.
He should have done that
It
to the
just
rebellion.
doesn't-
That would have ended that pretty quick.
He doesn't get much better than that.
Smush. Ship is dead.
But
Yay!
he's pretty badass, and that's why I keep beating that he is the best until Luke usurps him as.
Then we do need a Darth
Yes.
Vader movie because
Yes.
all these other mediums tell things that he can do. The truth of the matter
Show
is,
us.
the movies
wanna
that
see
he
it.
was in were made 40 years ago. Whenever George Lucas thinking up this thing, that wouldn't have been on a movie.
You wouldn't have been able to do it because
No.
you didn't have any CGI, you didn't have anything like
Right.
that at all.
Everything was
And
practical.
He
even
got
when
lucky with the saber throw.
when they made Palpatine's lightning in Return of the Jedi, that was considered holy shit. you
Okay,
know?
it
That
actually
was
still looks
considered-
pretty good.
It
I'll
still
give him
looks
credit.
good.
That holds
It still
up.
looks good. The
Yep.
lightning from Palpatine's hand still looks
Yeah,
good.
that holds up.
But yeah, there you go. I do think a Darth Vader movie is coming, but it will be next decade, unfortunately.
Boo.
Anyway, before we get
Well, that's real coarse and
That's
everywhere.
not too long away.
well, I'll
next decade.
I'll be 30 when it comes out. 35.
I'll be
Let's say
so
that.
old.
I'll be waiting patiently.
Well, anyway, thank you all so much for listening. We really appreciate it. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think. We are going to do episode 4, A New Hope, next week.
Yep.
That should be interesting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully this two-part format worked. I know we went off a little topic at the end here, but I like doing that stuff. It's fun. Doesn't have to pertain to the episode that we watched. I don't really care.
I have a
It's just
feeling
nice to include it.
even after we're done with Rogue One, or even episode 7, I think Star Wars might become a weekly thing. Just
I don't see
so
why not.
much to talk about.
Yeah, I want to
Weekly,
do a
bi-weekly,
predictions for
something
yeah,
like that.
I want to do predictions for 8.
Eventually, we're going to run out of
After we
content.
watch Force Awakens,
Eventually.
I want to do 8.
Doesn't mean we couldn't do
But-
Lord of the Rings or some other.
That's why I want.
Yeah,
to do,
I knew you
want
would.
to
You
do
jump
the
on that
Rings.
train
I
real
want to
hard.
do the Lord of the Rings. At
Oh
some point.
no!
Does that mean we? Oh, that means we have to do the Hobbit movies.
no, we're not doing Lord of
I
the
don't
Rings
want
then.
it.
I'm
I
not
have
watching
the extended
those.
cuts if you,
Why?
because we don't.
I'll
we
tell
don't
you
watch
this.
Lord of the Rings. If
All right,
it's
we got it.
if
We got
it's
it. We
not
got it.
cut.
We got it.
Okay.
We got it. Yeah, we got it.
All right.
Yeah,
What? Huh?
Uh-huh.
We're over an hour. What?
Yeah.
Bye,
Okay.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Bye.
Bye.